Hey up everybody, Magpie01 here, and in today's video I'm going to be looking at Horizon Zero Dawn. Been watching some videos of people that are currently playing this and reading a few websites, a few reviews, and I've put together a little tips guide to help you in your first few hours of the game. Some of the things that you can give you a heads up on the game so you know what you're getting into before you start. So, first of all is tagging your enemies. Now this works a little bit like spotting your enemy in Battlefield 1, where you spot them and they then show up on your map and you can see them on the screen. Now tagging an enemy within Horizon Zero Dawn shows them as a purple outline, and you can actually see them behind things as they're walking along. So if you're about to go into a situation where you've got to fight enemies, it's best to tag as many of them as you can, and then you're able to keep track of them. This will also allow you to scan your enemies and you can see what kind of components they have available, whether there's anything you need to take off them, and it'll also tell you what elements they're weak against so you can prepare what weapons you're going to use to take them down. Next up is the ability Silent Strike. Now this is quite a rudimentary one. It's basically sneaking up on smaller enemies. As long as you manage to sneak up and you go unnoticed, you can kill them in one blow. So there's no need to end up in a fight with these or having to waste any kind of resources taking them on. You can just take them out with one blow and move on. Next up is a little bit like number 2 with a Silent Strike, but this time what you're going to look for is every robot that you take on will have a little icon above their head. Now if it's a question mark or an exclamation mark, this means that the enemy hasn't seen you yet, which is a bit backwards. You would think if it was an exclamation mark that it's been made aware of your presence, but apparently not in this game. So as long as it's got those above its head, this enemy hasn't noticed you, so you can choose to do your Silent Strike or lay some traps to take them on, whichever way you want to do things. Next up is one that's pretty much it's common sense really, and that is pick everything up and gather everything that you can. You don't want to leave anything behind. Everything will have a use, everything will have a purpose, everything will come in useful, for your crafting, things like that. Kill every animal that you can because you're going to need the skins. The skins you'll be able to use to expand your inventory, the amount of stuff that you can carry. Obviously you need food too, and the herbs, things like that to make potions and bombs, etc. So gather as much as you can. The next one is your Override ability. Now you get this one fairly early on in the game. I think it's once you've done your first cauldron, and a cauldron is basically like a dungeon or an instance. Once you've done your first one, you're given the ability to override other robots. So basically if you're looking to take on a larger animal but you think you're going to struggle, you can commandeer another animal, override them, and they will then fight alongside you. So again, giving you an extra advantage when taking on the larger animals. Or the larger robots, should I say. I keep calling them animals, I don't know why, because they're all frigging robots. But yeah, you can use them to fight alongside you, or you can commandeer one to give you a bit of transport. Next up is to make sure that you buy all of the maps that you can. Now the very, very first vendor that you come across will allow you to buy maps. Buying these will show you the locations of various things, collectibles, things that you need to progress through the game. So buy those straight away, and then when you go to the areas you can use your focus ability and it will show up the various collectibles in a purple outline. This is going to be useful, it's going to further you in the game. Sometimes you go into games like this and you think, well, I don't really need a map, I'll just work my way around, but this is going to show you where things are, so it's going to help you out massively. The next one is every new area that you go into, make sure you check out the vendors and the merchants, as every time you discover a new one, even just going up to them and saying hi, they will give you a free treasure box. Now, it's randomly generated whatever you get out of this treasure box, and it might not always be anything useful, but you never know, every now and again you might look out and find something that's pretty decent, something that you was needing, something you needed to craft something and you've been missing it for a while, so, it's no big one just to go over and say hi and get your free treasure box and have a look, see what's in it. And those are pretty much all of the tips that I have for you today. They're more or less common sense, most of them, but it just helps to have a little heads up on things to do within the game. Obviously you need to use your focus quite a lot, tagging your enemies, making sure that you're not seen by your enemies, doing as many stealth kills as possible on the smaller ones. There's no point wasting health and resources taking things on when you could just kill them in one blow if you can sneak up to them. So yeah, that's all I've really got for you today. I'm looking forward to this game. It's arguably the biggest game so far this year for the PS4, putting aside Resident Evil because that was multi-platform. This is exclusive to the PlayStation. Also looking forward to it because it's from Guerrilla Games, and so far they haven't made a shit game. They've done all of the Killzone games, and whilst I wouldn't say any Killzone game was spectacular, this certainly wasn't crap. I enjoyed playing them all, so I'm looking forward to this. It's pre-ordered and I will be playing it once it comes out, hopefully doing a series on it if I get the time. So yeah, look out for that. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.